Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. I want to show you what I did with the bugs. I used the designer series paper, the ribbon, the embellishments, and I used a little bit of the dies, but if you didn't have the dies, you could fussy cut everything I did. So with these three things, let me show you what I put together. I have a pattern here for you. So the ribbon goes around it. So I have a bow. Let me leave so you can see the whole thing. So the ribbon goes around it and I have a bow. Okay. This is 8.5. Are you ready to be impressed? So there you go. It's got all these fun. I used a stamp on here. On ours, we're not even going to stamp. Okay, so let me show you how I put this together. It is, so this is the pattern. I think you can see that. I'll tell you as I cut, but I think you can see this. If you can't, I'll tell you as I cut, okay? So we're gonna cut and score. So first, I'm gonna fold it in half. And if you want to score the whole thing on a scoring blade, you absolutely can. I didn't. Then I'm gonna fold this back. Originally in my head, I was gonna do it on the two-sided paper. But what I don't love about the two-sided paper is I can see the white core when I burnish this a lot. So I didn't want to see that. So that's why I chose to use cardstock. This is Poppy Parade. So I've burnished that down really well, so it's pretty flat. So now I'm going to do a little bit of cutting, okay? So I made these cuts, you know, when I made my first one that you just saw, I just measured these squares in a kind of a weird way. I'm doing this one with very specific measurements, okay? So I went in, this is 2 3/4. Okay, and I stopped at 1.5 inches. So see how you have these little measurements right here? If you have our cutting and scoring tool, you can see that this is 12.5. So I want to go in 1.5 inches. Okay, so I can see that on the side, and I can see it. Oh, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to scooch this up. 2 3/4. Okay, so 1 1/2 is right here. So I don't want to cut that. So I'm going to move this in 1 1/2. Okay, I'm going to go down. This is 11, so I want to go to 10.5. So that's that cut. And then I'm going to turn the paper and do it the same way. 2 3/4. 1 1/2 to 9.5. It's either 10.5 this way or 9.5 this way, whichever way you want to look at it. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to score from here to here. So I'm going to put that on 1 1/2, and then I'm going to score from here to here. Okay, then I'm going to flip it. One and a half, and then score. Okay. Now, the way this works is this one is going to go this way, and this one is going to go this way. So when it folds, it's going to fold like, come on, come on. All right, this one goes up, this one goes up, this one goes in, and these two go up. See? Are you impressed? You're supposed to say, Susan, that was amazing. Do you want me to show you again? Oh, it's wrong. It goes this way. Like this. Okay, now you're impressed. This sticks out just a little bit, but when I put the top and the bottom on, it looks amazing. So I'm going to burnish this down, and this one. So now I have all of these cute little spaces to put fun little things in. And so I've pre-cut them to go in these little cubbies, and I'm going to show you how I did that. These are 1 inch, and I'm going to put them down the side, and then I'll trim it off. So I'm going to put this down the side, and then I'm going to center it between the edge and this crease right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'll just trim these off. I could have cut them 8.5, but the truth is I was tired of cutting. So I quit. Okay. Now we're going to do these pieces. And these pieces are going to go here. And then I have another one to go up here. And again, I'm just using the DSP. Do you like my Stampin' Up sweatshirt? It doesn't say it on the sleeve. My Stampin' Up one that I got years ago at an event. It's still cold in Indiana. Now, the snow is melting. I haven't seen the ground yet, but it's melting, slowly but surely. So these are 1 by 2.5. So I just got my ruler out and started measuring these spots. And again, I just cut them randomly when I was doing it the first time, but these I wanted to give you measurements. So this is the same. It's 1 by 2.5. It's got more space than my original one did on each end, but that way you have a more exact measurement. Okay, so now we've got that part done. We'll do the cover at the end. So we've got that part done. Now we've got all these cute little things to go in here. Okay, I'm going to open this and show you again. So see, this is what we're going to create, are all these little parties, all right? So I haven't assembled them all, but I wanted to show you DSP and cutouts. We'll get them just where we want them. And then we'll seal it all down. Is that not adorable? I was so pleased the way it came out. Now, my friends have all asked me where I saw this pattern. If I showed it to you, you would say, where did she get that from that? It wasn't a stamp thing. It was just some random fold I saw someone do, and I was intrigued by it. So I thought, I want to try that. And I kind of came up with my own version of their random fold. Again, if I showed you what it looked like, you would be surprised that that's what I came up with. Oh, come on, seal. There we go. But that's what I came up with, was this guy. I don't want his face covered. Okay. Then we've got these guys. I'm going to use some glue dots to put some of these guys on. Okay, these are 2.5-inch squares. And you will see that like this one has a little more poppy around it, which I think is totally fine. But the DSP, these guys all came out of the DSP. And as you can tell when I turn them over, that's all pretty much the same sheet because they all have that same pattern on the back. My butterfly. But this would be cute as a little photo album because you could not put all of the characters on. So like this one could have a spring photo along with these guys. You could put pictures in here very easily, which would also be cute. Because why not, right? I have some awful cute little grandkids I could use in these pictures. Because they are cute. And it won't be long before we'll be out doing spring things. We love spring in the woods. I have lots of daffodils that come up. Okay, 2 more. What do you think? You'll have to tell me what you think, you know, because I liked it. I had fun doing it. In fact, I'm having fun doing the second one. It took me a minute to do a few cutouts, but I was fine. I'm not a huge fussy cutter, so I used as many dies as I could, but you wouldn't have to. That bee watering the flower. I have an extra flower. I'm going to stick it down here. And then this is the last one. He doesn't even have anybody on it. It's just a plain square. 2.5 inches. Okay, friends, what do you think? Come on. Okay, so I have it folded that way, but I'm going to change the direction here because I need to be able to put this seal on the back. So it's going to be the same theory. I just have to be able to put the seal on the other side.
I didn't get that.
Oh my God.
Could you try again?
That scared me to death. My phone just decided it was going to talk to me. We get together, one of my friends' name's Sherry, and when we get together and somebody says her name, the phone will talk. Okay, so I just changed the way that went. It's still the same thing. I just needed to be able to put my sides on here. So I'm going to use this beautiful textured paper that comes from the January to April catalog. And I am going to, it's a 3 by 8.5. just in case you're wondering. So I'm going to seal that down. I'm going to flip it over and seal the back down. And mine has been open and closed a million times. People looked at it at camp. I took it to my friends. Okay. Then I put this on. This is just one of the cuts from that pretty paper. I'm going to stick it on with dimensionals so that my ribbon will go underneath. And this ribbon, I love this ribbon. It is, it's a little stretchy, so it's perfect for going under this. Here, I'll just lay this under it. And then being able to slide off and on. And I love that. My other one says Spread Joy, which we don't, okay, oh, here they are. I need to use my ladybugs and these cute little embellishments. They look like little water drops. Friends, they're beautiful. So I need to add a couple of ladybugs. This is a ladybug picnic. If you have little kids that were my kids' age, you'd know how to sing the ladybug picnic. I'm going to put one down here crawling on the ground. Okay. So now I'm going to wrap this around and make the bow. And again, this ribbon's great because it's a little bit stretchy and it's perfect. It curls and looks really interesting. It's really thin and pliable. All right. It's gonna pop right off. Thanks for joining me. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for letting me share my fun. All right, have a good day. Bye.